Everyone. Thank you for joining our November 2022 HMIS user meeting. Please enter your agency name into the chat box so that we can take attendance. We will discuss the following topics: LSA, HMIS help desk tickets, CS events update, proposed changes to data elements, COC dashboard, data quality report card, an announcement regarding our data and performance management meeting, Thanksgiving holiday announcement. We'll leave some time for Q&A for questions about topics we discussed in the user meeting, and then we will stay online for office hours to discuss any HMIS questions related to the system and functionality. HDX2 is currently open for the LSA upload. The HMIS team is working with our vendor, BitFocus, to complete the initial upload. Our next step will be creating spreadsheets to send out to the agency admins to review errors and warning flags. We will need your support with resolving errors and then providing explanation for warning flags. Some common errors that we've noticed from year to year is issues with relationship of head of household, errors with project start date, exit date, and bed nights, and overlapping program enrollments. In the next following slides, we will share some dashboards that you can run to review these errors and how to resolve them. To resolve data errors with head of household, we have the LSA data cleanup head of household data dashboard. This dashboard has a few looks for you to review. One is enrollment with households without head of households. This could occur when a head of household exits a program and a new head of household has not been assigned. So what you will need to do is go into the enrollment and reassign a new head of households. Households with head of household less than 16 years at project start, or if a household member is younger than 16 and they're the only household member. This could occur when a child is accidentally set as the head of households. So you would need to edit the head of household to the appropriate head of household. And for households with the head of household less than 16 and they are the only household member, this could occur when a child is accidentally enrolled into a program as an individual. To resolve this, you will submit a ticket to the help desk so that we can help you merge the enrollment so that they are connected to their household members and it will be a group enrollment. The LSA Data Cleanup Overlapping Enrollment dashboard will let you review any overlapping enrollments. To fix any overlapping enrollments, you would need to review the project start and exit date to make sure that is accurate. If there are any errors, please correct the exits or start dates. And if the overlapping enrollment is accurate, please then submit a help desk ticket to explain the overlapping enrollments. So for these spreadsheets, we will be sending out in the next couple of weeks with further information on how to review the errors and warnings and how to solve them. So please keep an eye out for those that newsletter. And the dashboard we just mentioned is available on Clarity. You can navigate to the reports tab, then go to data analysis, and it is in the built-in reports folder. Just expand it and you'll notice the two dashboard available for you to run. So before we move forward, I just want to pause to see if anyone has any questions regarding the LSA dashboards.
Hi, Elizabeth, it's Carmen. How are you?
Hi, good morning.
So I have a couple questions. I've been running the LSA dashboards and received them from another region, and I noticed that I guess there's some programs set up. So for example, for overlapping enrollments, so obviously you shouldn't have like a client in an emergency shelter program, but there were some overlaps based on a program setup, and I think it has to do with that particular grant being classified under a transitional housing program or a PSH program for whatever reason, even though it's only a services only program. Have you guys encountered that?
We have not encountered that yet, but if you have a specific project in your agency that you notice that is occurring, please let us know in a help desk ticket so that we can further investigate that. Please let us know the project name, and then we can help you look into that further.
Okay, well, all right, and my next question is about the head of household. I thought that being able to exit the head of household without assigning a new one. I know that in the past when I have tried to exit a head of household, I would get a prompt saying that you were exiting the head of household, and please, identify a new head of household. Is that just a warning and not a hard stop? So I guess I'm asking, it will let you, I didn't think it would let me do it.
Yeah, so it is a warning letting you know that you need to go reassign a new head of household.
Okay, but it's not a hard stop where I can't exit it, the person.
No, yeah,
It's always been that way?
yes.
Okay, thank you.
The warning is newer. There was a time when you wouldn't even get the warning. You would just exit them and then you wouldn't see anything at all. So hopefully the number of errors has gone down since that warning has been implemented.
Okay, thanks for the clarification, Erin.
Thank you so much for your questions. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to put it in the chat or submit a ticket, and we will have some time for Q&A if you have any other questions regarding the LSA, but we'll move forward for now. HMIS Help Desk tickets. We just wanted to give you all an update that the HMIS Help Desk has been receiving an influx of support tickets. So we just want to say thank you so much for your patience as we are working to resolve and provide support for your tickets. Some things to keep in mind when you're submitting a ticket: only agency admins can submit tickets to the HMIS Help Desk, and when you're submitting a ticket, please provide all the information needed so that the data analyst can support your ticket and recreate the errors that you're encountering, which is giving us the report name, filters used, and client IDs. As well, if you would like a status update, please reply to the ticket you created. This is to keep communication within one ticket. Please do not submit duplicate tickets because it could cause confusion and miscommunication since the tickets are randomly assigned to our team. So again, thank you so much for your patience as we are solving your tickets. And then we'll move forward. We have updates regarding CES events. Heather?
Good morning, everyone. So BidFocus has created a new events tab to record coordinated entry events that are input in the client coordinated entry enrollment record. And just a reminder, this is one of the methods you can use to keep your clients on the community queue. So currently, as you see on the top right, coordinated entry events are listed under the Provide Services tab. But the update shown in the lower right of the screen will list CES events under the new Events tab. Customizations are now available for CES events, and the HMIS team will be working with the CES administrators to determine if any additional changes should be made. The Events tab is currently available on the training site as of this past Monday, October 31st, and it'll become available on the production side of the live site on Monday, November 14th. So please reference the KB on coordinated entry events for more information. And Elizabeth, would you please advance the screen? Okay, so let's jump into a demo. And Elizabeth, may I please share my screen?
Yes, you should have access to share. I'll stop sharing, Heather.
Okay, great. Okay, so here I'm in the client record and I go to the, all right, coordinated entry enrollment. And you'll see at the top here, this new events tab between provide services and assessments. Just click on that. And the next screen, or this screen, is the list of CE events. And so you just click on the down arrow of the one you want to record, enter a date and any other information, including notes, and then hit submit. So remember to record as many events as is necessary for each client for the duration of their enrollment in coordinated entry. And as a reminder, all links will be posted in the meeting minutes on our website. Does anybody have any questions?
I have a question. I'm sorry, this is Shannon. Is this replacing instead of doing notes for any service or event we did?
No, this is, you can still continue doing any notes. This is specific to coordinated entry, and events have existed for coordinated entry for a year, maybe more. And most users haven't really noticed it because they have been tracked through the referrals that have been done for rapid rehousing and permanent supportive housing and other permanent housing. And that will continue, but some communities are tracking note or events differently. And so BitFocus is making changes to how it appears in HMIS. But for now, the users don't need to change anything they're doing. It's more about where you can see that these events have occurred. There's a new tab now, so you can actually see they have a referral to permanent supportive housing or rapid rehousing. If there's any other changes in the future, we'll share it at a user meeting.
Thank you.
Thank you for your questions. I don't see any other questions coming in, so we'll move forward. Diana?
Good morning, everyone. I wanted to go over some proposed changes to data elements within HMIS. HUD is currently accepting feedback about proposed changes to the following data elements. The data elements are race and ethnicity, preferred language, and gender. If you would like to provide feedback about these proposed changes, please submit a help desk ticket with the subject proposed changes to data elements feedback by December 16th, 2022. Okay, next slide, please. So the proposed change for race and ethnicity, currently these data elements are two separate fields in HMIS. The proposed change would combine these data elements into a single data element. It also includes the follow-up question that allows people to choose additional responses or use different language to identify themselves. In this slide, you can see that the two data elements are combined into one. Next slide, please. The next data element is preferred language. The preferred language data element is completely new to HMIS. This option is going to allow you to set the language for the client, and it's based on the most common languages in the United States, but there is a space to enter a different preferred language to allow communities to gather that information. So as you can see, it sort of touches on the major languages, and it will allow you to add any additional languages. Okay, next slide, please. And finally, there will be a change to the gender data element. This is currently a single field in HMIS. The proposed change would divide gender into two parts. The first question is about preferred gender identity, and the follow-up question allows a person to identify if they've had a transgender experience. So as you can see on the right, the top field is the typical gender selections that we would normally do in HMIS, with some slight changes to terminology. And then the second is the transgender experience field. All of these data elements are proposed changes. So at this time, HUD is just accepting feedback regarding these changes. So if you do have a comment or question regarding these proposed changes, again, please submit a help desk ticket to us by December 16th, 2022. Okay, does anyone have any questions regarding these proposed changes?
Where can we get a list of the definitions for some of the genders in field number 1? Like, what is it? Number 4.
So number 4, this is defined. Elizabeth, can you go back to the first slide? So this is defined in the proposed changes document that I've linked here at the bottom for community support to gather feedback on proposed changes.
Okay.
So that will have sort of a breakdown of each data element, and we'll have any additional information regarding the definitions. So we'll definitely link that in the meeting minutes so you're able to access that and take a look at all the proposed changes and the information regarding those.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, it doesn't look like we're getting any more questions regarding this. Again, if something comes to mind, we are available at the end for Q&A if you have questions.
Okay, thank you, Diana. We'll move forward.
Yeah. So the COC dashboard for Q3 is now available on our website. The link is available on this slide and will be provided in the meeting minutes. The dashboard contains information on clients who were active in any project type in HMIS or contacted 211 OC for information and referral during the reporting period.
Andrew?
Good morning, everyone. The Q3 data quality report card for 2022 is going to be published shortly. The report cards look at data completeness, data accuracy, and data timeliness for the different projects in HMIS. And based on feedback, the report card will now have a new slicer, which will allow agencies to review their data as a whole. So you can filter by agency, and you can also filter by project level. And also the universal data element, data completeness dashboard and details report, as well as the timeliness dashboard and details report, will also include those filters for agency and project name. So yeah, thank you for all the users and AAs who helped work on those corrections as well.
Okay, thank you. Armando?
Good morning, everybody. we wanted to announce that the Data and Performance Management Committee meeting will be canceled for this month, and that next week you'll be able to find on our website the published Rapid Rehousing Project Performance Report. That will be available on our website. You can also, once we send out a copy of the agenda, you'll be able to follow the link that's on the screen.
Thank you, Armando. We will also send out a newsletter to notify you about the meeting being canceled and the report being published. Linda?
So we do have a Thanksgiving holiday that's coming up. And so for that, we will be out of the office on Thursday and Friday, the 24th and the 25th. For Thanksgiving, we will be back in the office on Monday, the 28th, to assist you with all your HMIS needs.
Thank you, Linda. And we do have some time for Q&A. If you guys have any questions, please let us know. And if you join us a little bit later, please enter your agency name into the chat box.
Hi, this is Adriana.
Hello, good morning.
Can we go back to the slide of the events? I just want to look at what the event options are again.
Yes.
Thank you.
Sorry, it's a little small, but we do have a KB that we will send out in our meeting minutes and the slides that you can navigate to review the whole list.
Thank you.
We have a question in the chat. What is the help desk email? So we don't have an email. We ask that you submit tickets, agency admins submit tickets through the help desk. So we'll grab that link and share that with you.
Hi, Elizabeth. We had a question related to our matches.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. We were noticing on some of our matches, like the clients that are sitting on our pending tab. For some of those, when we go into accept the match, we notice that under the referral connections section, there's an option to add a connection, but others don't have that add connection option. We were just wondering why some of those need a referral connection and others don't. When we have clients that are coming up as like having this option to add the connection and we don't do that, it's not like linking the referral from the history tab.
Could we request that you submit a help desk with the ID so we can further investigate?
Okay.
Thank you for bringing that up. We will review that and we will share at the next user meeting our findings if we notice issues with the linkage.
Okay, thank you.
Elizabeth, it looks like there's another question regarding the proposed changes for gender in HMIS. The question was, will the guide that we are sending out define what is a transgender event? Taking a look at the spreadsheet right now that we will be sending out, it does give information as to what what that section is going to be covering. And it does have additional information that's linked. So when we send out our meeting minutes, that will be available to you.
And if you have further questions, once you review the document, please submit a help desk ticket so that we can support with your questions. And then I just want to note, Andrew has shared our help desk link in the chat. So anyone who has questions regarding that, we don't have an email, but please submit a ticket to the help desk. And a reminder, only agency admins can submit help desk tickets. So if you have any questions or concern, please direct it to your agency admins and they can escalate those questions or issues to the help desk. I don't see any additional questions coming in, so please feel free to hop off if you don't want to stay for office hours, but thank you for joining us today. Have a great day and see you at the next user meeting, which is December 7th.